Hello there. Temperatures were as high as 14 degrees on Wednesday, and the rest of the week will stay mild. I suspect many of us, though, will continue to see cloudy skies like this. There was some sunshine, though, across a good part of Yorkshire and Lincolnshire on Wednesday, but these areas with those clearer skies are starting a bit colder on Thursday morning.
Now, one of the weather events causing more problems in the United States is a huge dust storm.
Yes, this drone footage shows vast clouds of dust sweeping across mountains. This in Colorado. Kansas also badly affected. Winds of up to 100 miles an hour have been whipping up the dust and knocking out power lines.
Astounding pictures. Matt has the weather for us. Matt, morning to you. So hopefully nothing like that over here. The US really does seem to have been battered in the last few days.
Indeed, not done yet. In fact, one point yesterday was about 36 million Americans under a very high wind warning. And that same weather system's actually pushing its way eastwards. And for those hit by the tornadoes in Kentucky, there are more severe thunderstorms to come later this week. It is not looking great at all. By complete contrast, though, here in the UK, weather could not be more quieter, because it's going to be a case of things becoming very dull as far as weather's concerned over the next few days, with just light winds, plenty of cloud around. Most places will be dry.
Matt's taking a look at this morning's weather. And Matt, I know, we should be very grateful, actually. It's very settled compared to so many other places in the world at the moment.
We certainly should be. And there in Kentucky, in fact, whilst we've had some dry weather of late, there's some big storms around over the next few days. That's certainly going to hamper with the clean-up operation as it goes. Could cause some more problems as well. But as Naga has rightly said, very good morning to you, by the way, things are much quieter for us here in the UK.
With Matt, and around the world, Matt, I know you're just taking slightly away from the UK first of all.
Indeed, yeah, we're going to take you to the Philippines, because a major storm, a major typhoon, equivalent of a Category 5 hurricane. This swirl of cloud here is set to push in across the southern Philippines. It is now approaching landfall at the moment. Sustained winds of around 130 miles an hour, gusts of wind close to 180. The city of Surigao, a population of about 117,000, is in the firing line. It is set to cause devastation here, and it's just over 8 years, of course, since the same sort of areas were hit by Typhoon Haiyan. I'm sure we'll hear more about that over the next few days. Things closer to our shores, though, much quieter at the moment. It's got high pressure building in from the south across parts of Western Europe. It's good to edge away this cloud, which is sitting across Scotland at the moment, producing some outbreaks of rain across the Highlands and the islands.
Matt's taking a look at the weather, and we're never allowed to ask about a white Christmas and all that kind of stuff. I've been given permission to ask about it. Morning.
Ooh. Good morning. Yes, all eyes on next week, aren't they? White Christmas. Well, do not rule it out at the moment. That is all I will say. There's a chance of 1 or 2 wintry flurries in the east, cold air in place. But the big question mark is whether a weather front will come in and bring a little bit more snow in places. We'll keep you updated, of course, here on Breakfast. Certainly feel colder than it will do over the next couple of days. Although that said, here in Sheffield, you've got the sunrise, but it's a chilly start. We've got the sun this morning. There's a bit of frost around. Most places, though, rather grey skies like this. And this is what you'll have to get used to over the next few days. Predominantly cloudy for the vast majority, and for most, it will be dry as well.